see it? My little hat, my little mini hat that I have got at the dollar store, and it showed my spirit. I wore it to work yesterday, and I had so many nice compliments about it. Everybody smiled and laughed. I'm like, hey, if I wore bunny ears for Easter, I can wear wearing a little Uncle Sam hat for 4th of July is not extreme. All right, everybody. I know things have been rough recently, but I think we're starting to pull out of it. You know, President Trump is starting to crack down on the left and the terrorism, and people, normal people, are starting to stand up and make a difference because they realize the cavalry ain't coming for you. You have to stand up for yourself. And this is a problem. In America, we have grown up used to, you know, don't get involved in problems, call the police, the legal system will take care of it. And now all of a sudden we find ourselves unable, totally unable to depend on our police and our legal system because it's full of corrupt bureaucrats, mostly left-wing, and then most of the Republicans are either in the pocket of the left or just complete cowards. And I would call for the resignation of all such cowards who cannot do their job. Because the American people need to be protected. We need to be able to depend on our hierarchy and our legal system. But I believe that this time of distress, you know, during times of persecution, the left is persecuting us on our own soil. The left are fake Americans, and they are persecuting Americans who are the majority here. And we are just letting them do it because we're letting these rotten kids get away with it. Okay? Our situation is we're practically like the story of Cinderella. They said Cinderella was abused, humiliated, and finally forced to become a servant in her own house. Doesn't that sound like what we're dealing with today? I think that's an exact quote from the Disney Cinderella. And that's what's happening to the Americans today. We are being abused, humiliated, and finally forced to become servants in our own house. And we cannot let them do that. We have the American spirit. We still have an awful lot. I mean, look at the rest of the countries in the world. See how everybody from all the races are treated, how everyone from all the different classes are treated. And then take another look at America and you'll say, wow, we do have it good here. Obviously, we're not perfect. Nothing is ever perfect. But there's always room for improvement. And other places in the world that have dictatorships, there's not going to be any improvement. So good luck with that. But the left, like I said, they're so extreme and so insane, they're now burning down statues of animals. A few days ago, I called it when I happened to see a picture of the Discovery dog, a statue. It came up on the Yahoo search menu. I'm like, that dog, Trump better send the National Guard to guard the statue of the Discovery dog, because those leftists, any statue at all, triggers them. If they see a statue of a dog, they will flip. But maybe, once again, the animal rights organizations will come after them for burning the elk statue and burning the dog statue, because that's just the way the left rolls. They don't know what they're doing. And I think it is time for us Americans to renew our vows to America, to renew our commitment to truth, justice, and the American way, and our commitment to freedom, and our commitment to protecting our country. Basically, we are suffering from a plague of the left. Like I said, we're suffering from cowardice. And because since the 60s, 50s, 60s, the left has been saying, no discipline. Don't enforce the law. It's so cruel. Don't discipline the children in any way. It's just wrong. But if you do not discipline the children while they're little, when they grow up, you get what we have right now. Wild, violent, rioters everywhere, destroying things, and then these poor children who were not taught correctly end up spending 10 to 20 years in prison or on parole. Their lives are smashed, they're destroyed, and it's all because the left is nothing but cowards. They're bullies and cowards, And all we need to do is stand up to them and just tell them what for, and they will run whining pathetically into their corners and under the covers of their beds. So we just need to have some resolve. And why have conservatives not been standing up against the left? It's because the conservatives don't have convictions. They're cowardly because they don't have convictions. They don't believe in anything. They're just, they're closet conservatives. They just don't want anyone to know. And so many Christians are like that too. They don't want anyone to know that they're a Christian. Oh, you can't live like that. And we're going to say, not on our watch. The left is not going to take America on our watch. They have already destroyed their own institutions that have collapsed under the weight of their own corruption. And what is left, the shreds of their stuff that is left, they are burning down themselves. And we will have a better America tomorrow for it. We need to start and redo stuff. We need to clean house. Drain the swamp of these leftists, these criminals, and these rotten, messed up poor children that will need to spend the rest of their life either in therapy or prison or a combination of both, and the left did it to them. It's a disgrace. And not only, I said, have they become a national embarrassment, I hope the parents of these children take them in hand if they have not been caught yet and do not have their lives destroyed by prison, that they will do something about it. Because they are a national embarrassment, and not only are they a national embarrassment, since we have the internet, they are also an international embarrassment. And I said, I'm sure dictators around the world are saying, look what freedom did to that country. We're not giving our people any room anytime soon. They're not getting any free speech. They're not getting anything. In fact, let's clamp down and make their lives tougher, because if we give them any freedom at all, look what they get. You get all kinds of anarchy, all kinds of violence and destruction. So see, the left has been a horrible ambassador of freedom to the rest of the world. Just absolutely horrible. And we need to be good ambassadors for freedom. We need to show how we can get along and how we can make things work, and not how things collapse because people have too much freedom and they are just don't respect anybody. Okay, I'm getting ready to decorate my yard for the 4th of July. And I say we need to take this time to renew our vows to freedom and renew our vows to stopping the left from destroying America. Not on our watch. It's a responsibility to not only to us, ourselves, our children, our grandchildren, our fellow man. It's also a responsibility to the world, because we want to show that freedom works, and we want to maybe talk some of these other countries into adopting some freedom. Freedom works. But where these leftists are concerned, freedom's not working. So we want to create be good ambassadors for freedom around the world, and continue to be a beacon. I would like to close with the last couple of minutes of a patriotic World War II movie that I watched this week. And it was amazing. Spot on, exciting, thrilling, and it was an Alfred Hitchcock picture called Foreign Correspondent from 1940. And it was about, starred Joel McRae, George Sanders, Lorraine Day, and a lot of other characters you'll be familiar with if you are a classic film watcher. And basically he's a foreign correspondent at the beginning of the war trying to find out what's going on. And the ending is very dramatic. I got choked up. I mean, he's over in London. He's like, the bombs are falling. He's like, don't turn out the lights, America. It'll get you. It'll get you. So I said, we're all in this together. All of us Western civilization people, we are in this together. So we need to keep praying, keep fighting, keep standing up, keep trusting in the Lord. God is always in control, even when things seem tough. I said, we haven't had it tough, and this isn't really tough in comparison to other countries. So we need to make sure that it doesn't get any worse than this, and we need to keep fighting for our rights and standing up. All right, and I'm closing with this stirring message from Alfred Hitchcock, 1940, Foreign Correspondent. God bless. Keep America great and let freedom ring.
We have as a guest tonight one of the soldiers of the press, one of the little army of historians who are writing history from beside the cannon's mouth, the foreign correspondent of the New York Globe, Huntley Haverstock.
Hello, America. I've been watching a part of the world being blown to pieces. A part of the world as nice as Vermont and Ohio and Virginia and California and Illinois lies ripped up and bleeding like a steer in a slaughterhouse. And I've seen things that make the history of the savages read like Pollyanna legends.
As a raid, we shall have to postpone the broadcast.
Oh, postpone nothing. Let's go on as long as we can.
Madam, we have a shelter downstairs.
How about it, Carol?
They're listening in America, Johnny.
Okay. We'll tell them. I can't read the rest of the speech I had because the lights have gone out, so I'll just have to talk off the cuff. All that noise you hear isn't static. It's death coming to London. Yes, they're coming here now. You can hear the bombs falling on the streets and the homes. Don't tune me out. Hang on a while. This is a big story, and you're part of it. It's too late to do anything here now except stand in the dark and let them come. It's as if the lights were all out everywhere, except in America. Keep those lights burning there. Cover them with steel. Ring them with guns. Build a canopy of battleships and bombing planes around them. Hello, America. Hang on to your lights. They're the only lights left in the world.